And we are live. It's Denise, and I could hardly wait to share with you all the goodies that I got at the garden center. Well, almost all the goodies because some of them I've already potted up. But I've got so many other ones here that I wanted to show you, and I thought I would also show you what I was going to do with some of them, and then tell you a little bit about what I did wrong so you'll know what not to do when you make your trip to the garden center. Before I get started, if you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe. Because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And if you're here on the replay, thank you for joining me. I so appreciate you taking the time to do that because I value I know how valuable time is. So I appreciate you joining me on the replay. And if you're here live, how you doing? Let me just say too that my iPad, which is what I used to go live, is just a little bit further away than it normally is. So when the names pop up on the screen to say hello and that kind of thing, I can't read them. So all I can say is, hey, how you doing? And let's see if I can see this first one that joined me, and it's Nicholas White. My most ardent fan is Nicholas. Nicholas, thank you so much for always being there to support me. You know, I do get a little disappointed when you don't jump on, just because I don't know, I just value your support so much. So I'm glad that you're with me today. And like I said, it's hard for me to see the screen. So anyone else that kind of jumps on, I'm going to have to like really lean forward like this to see who's there. So it looks like it's Gina, somebody's there. And the life I'm trying to live is there. And let's see who else is on there. So how are you guys doing today? I tell you what, it has been raining for the last 3 days. I thought it was the 40 days and the 40 nights. It was raining so much. And finally, this evening, we get a nice, warm spring day. The rain has dried up a little bit, but at least the sun is out and the day is beautiful. And it's a great day to share with you my flower haul. So this is the Flower Power Hour. So let me go ahead and get started. First of all, I've been to 3 different garden centers. I went to McNamara, which is where I always start. And it probably has the most expensive plants that I get. And then I went to Lowe's, and then today I went to Menards. So let me just share this with you real quick. And let's see, who is this? Can't see. So I think I'm going to quit trying to see who it is because it's kind of disrupting since it's so far away. But let me just go ahead and jump into today's content. So first of all, I want you to see this little bowl of rocks that I've got right here. And this is called River Pebbles. And I picked these up at Menards today, and they have these bags of River Pebbles for about $2.50. And then I also picked up this mulch, and I like this kind of a mocha brown mulch for my garden beds. And I picked this up at Menards as well. Now, this is the thing. They have an area at Menards called the damaged, battered, broken area, somewhere in the back. I didn't even know they had it. But when I was asking the manager out in the garden center about being able to find the river rock, he said, oh, well, you know what? I can sell you a bag that's been broken, and that might be what you need. Because I didn't need very much. I just needed a little bit. Now, what do I use this for? These rocks go at the bottom of my pots, of my containers. I like to use those big containers, and I put the rocks at the bottom just to provide for a little drainage. I put maybe an inch or inch and a half of rocks at the bottom of the planter. Excuse me. And this just helps with that. So then the soil goes in on top of that, but it kind of gives the roots somewhere to kind of dig down to, and it keeps the roots from sitting in water. So that's why I like these. So I was able to get a bag of these, and it was about a 10-pound bag for $1.50. So I thought that was pretty good. So if you need river rock or river pebbles for your garden, when you go to Menards, ask about their damaged area, because they've got somewhere in the back that you can get a damaged bag. And like this mulch was damaged because the bag had a rip in it, but pretty much it was an entire bag of mulch. And they're normally about $3 or $4 for this particular kind, and I got the mulch for like $2. So that was a pretty good deal. So check the damaged areas at Menards. So there's that. Now these flowers here, look how pretty they are. Just look at that sweet little flower on them. And these are the Proven Winners Super Bales Lemon Slice. So when you look at them, they're like yellow and white. And I don't know if you can see the yellow and white on the screen, but they're yellow and white. And I picked up 3 of them because I'm going to use them in a large container in the front of the house. And these pretty much need full sun. And they grow like crazy. I plant the super petunias every summer, but I have not done the lemon slice before. But it says for light, full to part sun, so these will do well where I plan to use them. And I'm going to use these lemon slice. I've got 2 of those. And I picked these up at McNamara. And then I picked these up at Menards. And these were $4 at Menards and $6 at McNamara. So I thought, oh, no, these were at Lowe's. So they were $4 at Lowe's and $6 at McNamara. So I thought I should have gone there first. And I've also been to Stuckey's now that I think about it. So maybe these came from the Stuckey's Garden Center, and they were $4 at Stuckey's, and these were $4.98 at Lowe's. And then I'm going to put them with this purple. So here I've got this yellow, and I'm going to have like yellow and purple. And I've got another one that's just like white with a yellow throat that's going to go in there with them. And then I've got these red pentas. Now aren't those pretty? These attract butterflies and hummingbirds, so I've got 2 of those in red and 1 in white. And what I plan to do is put the pentas in the center, like so. And then I'm going to have this like Dusty Miller, which is kind of a gray-green plant. I'm going to have it growing like somewhere close on the side. And then this is like a variated leafy kind of thing. It just kind of trails down, but it's got kind of a green leaf with kind of a little white trim around the edge. And so I'll have these around these. So these will be in the center with this purple and the yellow around it. So these will really be sweet. And see, these will be taller like that. So these will be taller like that. So these will be my thrillers. They'll be much taller. They'll get about 12 to 14 inches tall. And then you'll have this spilling out, and it'll only get about maybe 6 to 8 inches tall, all the purple and the yellow. And these will kind of spill out also. These could get anywhere from 8 to 10 inches. So this is going to be in one large pot right in the front of my house. And so that, and I'm trying to keep them together so I remember what goes where, because once I finally figured out what I wanted to go where, I don't want to mess it up. So these are going to all go in one large pot. And I've got a really big pot that they're going to fit into. And only one of these Dusty Millers is going to go in there. So let's get these out of the way. And one of the things that I did, and you guys will get a laugh out of this, because you guys know how impulsive I am. Let me just set this aside. I can be very impulsive. And so the first day I went to the garden center, I was so excited. And I had 2 pots in the front of the house that I was working on. So I got things for that. And then I picked up other things that I just liked that I thought I would use in the front of the house as well. So I picked up these. And I was so excited. I had picked up 3 others that were similar to this. And I thought this was the same thing. Well, it's not. This is a fireworks gomphrena. So it's some kind of fireworks gomphrena. And this bad boy gets anywhere from 3 to 4 feet tall. I inadvertently got this one thinking it was another one of the little pink agrumanthiums that I had picked up, because the head of the flower is similar and it is not. So I don't know where I'm going to put these. Well, I do know. They'll go out in the backyard. But here's the thing. I'm not working in the back yet. I'm only working in the front on the porch. So let's see. Designs by V is on. So hey V, it's good to see you. So that's one of the mistakes that I made. So when you go shopping at the garden center, take a list with you so that you only get what you absolutely need and you know where you're working for right then. Now, if there's a particular color that you want and you see something you like, go ahead and grab it, because those colors could go. But I grabbed this, and it's going to have to go in the back, and I'm not working in the back yet. It's going to be at least another week before I get to the back. So I got to make sure I keep these alive until then. So there are those. And then I also picked up a few herbs. And let me show you what they're going to go in. Hang on a second. I got something right here. If you guys remember, when I did the Ray Dunn hunt, I picked up these Ray Dunn flower pots. And so these herbs are going to go in here. So what do I have? Well, let's see. I got some rosemary, which I picked up at Lowe's. I've got some parsley, which I picked up at Lowe's, and I've got some oregano or something somewhere. Oh, right here. And look at this oregano. Now, one of the things that I noticed is that the plants at Lowe's were so sturdy, so healthy. So you can't go wrong if you get some plants at Lowe's. So these are going to go in here, my Ray Dunn flower pots. So let me set those aside. Now this is another one that I picked up. I picked up 3 of these. I picked these up at McNamara. So these plants are $6 each. And like I said, McNamara was the first place I went. So I know I spent over $150 when I went there. And this doesn't include the flowers for Mom that I got. This was when I started working on things here. This is called Growallia, and it is something that needs to be in part shade to shade. So I don't have a lot of shade out the front, but I do have some. So I picked this up to go out front, and I have a couple things that I'm going to put in with it. I do already have one potted up, and I'll show you that when I get the video ready. But I just love this, and look at this sweet little flower. So this is shade to part shade, and this is what's going to go with that. I picked up 2 of those. So I'm going to have this one at the back of the pot, and then here is a sweet potato vine. So who knew you could use sweet potato vines to decorate with? I'm sure probably most of you, but this sweet potato vine is going to go on with it. It's going to go like that. And then, oh, which sweet potato vine is this? This is the orange sweet potato vine. And note the color. And then I've got a coleus, and this is the green bicolor coleus. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then this is just a variegata vinca vine. And see, look how pretty that is. So these are going to go in a pot together. So this is going to be tall. And see, both of these are shade loving, or it can go in the sun. This could be sun or shade. This one prefers sun, but the place that I'm going to put it on my front porch, this will hang off and it will face the sun. The rest of this will be right behind the pole, so it'll be more shaded, and these will be a little bit more shaded, but this will get more sun. So this collection is going to go together, because you really do want to try to have things that need like sun and like water requirements. And this vine. Just may not grow as long as it would if it was in full sun, but trust me, it'll be fine where it's going to go. So here's this one. And I'm trying to keep together things that are going to go together so that I don't mix that up again. So let's see, who's popping up saying hello? I can't see the names, and that one was gone so quickly. Now these are just two sweet little planters called verbena. And these are annuals, but look how pretty they are. And I got these at Menards, and they were $4.49, and I just picked them up today. So if you want to go to the Menards in your area and shop, they have them in red, they have them in white. And like I said, $4.49, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting two of those. I may go back for another one. But these verbena are beautiful. And the flowers will just kind of grow up in here. Then they'll start to trail a little bit, but they're beautiful, and they'll bloom all summer. So here are these two. Now, I probably shouldn't have bought these today, but they were so pretty. I just couldn't resist them. And I love Cosmos, which is what these are. Here you can see what a pretty pink they are. These are pink, and then there's just one in here that's white. But look at the flower. Isn't it gorgeous? These are annuals. They'll get real tall, and I like to have them in the garden. And these will go out back, but like I said, I'm not working in the back yet. But these are some that sometimes if I don't get them when I see them, they disappear. So I wanted to be sure that I have them. I'll just have to be careful that I keep them cared for properly so they last until I'm ready to put them out back. But aren't these beautiful? So these are Cosmos, and I think this was like $2.98 at Menards. So Menards plants were so affordable. I could not believe how economical they were. So if you've not started your garden shopping yet, you might consider starting at Menards first, because they had some really healthy plants and the prices were great. Okay, so now this also I picked up at Menards, this whole tray. And I tell you what, I have a pot that I'm going to use this sweet little pink geranium in. As you can see, I'm working kind of pinks and purples. So I'm going to use this pink geranium. I'm going to use some of these deep pink begonias. Now, look how pink that is, and then look how dark and greenish the leaves are. So they'll be perfect. And these are going to go up on the porch. These are some of my porch flowers. So that place that they're going to sit will get sun probably about 4 to 6 hours a day. So, but it's not like a real hot sun that'll land here. So this will work with that one. And this one's going to go on there as well. So look how pretty that is. You've got this pink and green. Now this is the Kong Mosaic. The Kong Mosaic coleus. And it's called Kong because the leaf is kind of big. But isn't that pretty? So look how pretty these will go together. And then, oh, thyme. This is going to go, another herb is going to go over there with the other herbs. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this one in with it or not. We'll see. We'll see. But, oh no, I know what goes in there. A trail-leaf thing. This. This is going to go in with that. And see how it just kind of droops and trails down? So this will kind of spill out of the pot. And then these will be like right in there just like that. So you see the pinks and the greens that are working together. And this one could go in there with it. I mean, this could fit with that. But, and sometimes I change my mind when I actually start putting things in the pot. Now, why am I showing you guys this? Well, I just thought it would be fun just to show you my thought processes and how I put some things together. And just to share with you, these are not exotic plants. These are just everyday plants that you pick up at Menards, Lowe's, wherever, and you find in most gardens. I don't do anything fancy, just something that adds lots of bright splashes of color. And all of these are annual, so these will have to be replanted every year. But these are gorgeous. And I picked up additional ones of these. These were 99 cents for 6, and these were at Menards. So look how pretty they are. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this whole tray 6-pack was only 99 cents. Who was that? Oh, I think it's Trisha. But Trisha, I can't see what you're saying. Again, the iPad's too far away now, so I can't read any comments. But isn't that pretty? So there are those. And you can put these in hanging baskets. You can put them in the ground. You can put them in big containers. It's up to you how you do it. But these are going to be going in together. And then I've got another pot on the front porch that probably, I've got like another one of these, and then this one. This is another coleus. It's in the green family. And it's going to go with, I don't know. Oh, this. I was going to put this in with one of them. Now look at this. Now you guys will get a good kick out of this. See this? This is a very, like a baby arborvitae. Just a real tiny arborvitae. I got this at Lowe's for $5.98. Now here's the thing. It's called a little tree for what they consider for a Sprite garden. So an arborvitae for a Sprite garden. Emerald green arborvitae. Now, what is a Sprite garden? A fairy garden. So I bought 3 of these. Not that I mean to plant 3 fairy gardens, but I am going to plant one, and I'll be doing a challenge for that later on. But so I got 2 of these arborvitaes, and look how pretty they are. And then I got this one. This one is like a false cypress. So look how pretty they are. What I want to do with this cypress is I want to put it in a planter closer to Christmas time. So when I have something out on the porch, I can put something live in it like that. But I'm going to do a fairy garden, and I'm going to use one or both of these in a fairy garden. So isn't that adorable? So there's that. Now I got these, let me get these out of the way, get too much stuff up here. Now I got these at the McNamara Garden Center. And these are the proven winners, Super Bell's Tangerine Punch. And look how pretty they are. Look at that deep orange throat, almost a burgundy. And then look how pretty the orange is. These were $6 at McNamara. Now, they're strong and healthy. They're a lot larger than the plants that I got at Lowe's. For example, oh, let's see. Oh. Well, the ones at Lowe's, let's say this is one of the ones I got at Lowe's. But look how large this is, and look how healthy it looks. So the plants at McNamara are a lot larger when you buy them. That means someone has cared for them longer. They've used more resources longer. And, you know, they're in pretty good condition. They take very good care of their plants. You don't buy anything that's half dead there. So these are the Tangerine Punch. And I'm going to put 3 of them in a terracotta pot just by themselves and just kind of let them spill out. And they will make a beautiful, beautiful statement. And they'll be such a nice warm color right there in the front of my house. And you know I've got a pumpkin colored house, so these will be perfect. So I can't wait to get these in the pot. And then I got some more of the proven winners. Super Tunias. These are like the Super Bells over easy. And again, they're white, but look at the little yellow throat right there. They're really pretty, and they're easy to grow. You don't have to pinch them, that kind of thing. These were $4.98 at Lowe's. And this one, the lemon slice, this little one right there, and they're like yellow and white. And they were $3.98. I got these at Stuckey's, and I'm sure you guys don't have a Stuckey's wherever you are, but they're just beautiful. And these are the proven winners, Super Bells Lemon Slice. So they're yellow and white. So I am just loving those. Now these I got at McNamara. They were $6, and the flowers, they had flowers that were blooming on them already, as you can see right there, which they've already started to, that one's already died off. This is the Osteospermid Margarita White, and they look almost like a daisy, only they have a black eye. See that picture? Can you see the picture there? They are so pretty. They need full sun. And I usually put them either in the back or in the front in a particular pot. But in that pot that I usually put these in, I'm putting some other stuff in. So these are going to have to go probably in the back. And like I said, I'm not ready to work in the back just yet. But I'm probably going to end up having to put them in a pot just to get them out of this pot, because I've had these almost 2 weeks now and they need to come out. So again, that's why I say don't be impulsive. Get what you need for what you're working on right then. So there's those. And these are the last two. Gosh, this went a lot quicker than I thought. This is the cappuccino petunias. I got these at McNamara, and look how strong and healthy they are. Now these are white with like a little kind of a burgundy red throat. They look really pretty with something red or purple, and I've got these in the ground, not in the ground, in a pot with some other things, and they're doing pretty well so far. But I'm thinking this one right here is going to go into a small terracotta pot by itself. So there's that one. And then the last thing that I've got is this. And it's what you call a tangerine slice appeal black-eyed Susan vine. And so you can see already that it's vining down, and I need to get it on one of those little thingies so that it can kind of grow up like this. It was just like $6.98 for this size, because the other ones that, if they get really big, they're really expensive. So I'm really excited to get this into something, but it takes full sun. So it'll probably go out back in my bird garden or somewhere around there. So there's that. So that's it. Those are all the things that I got. Now let me come around and I'll move the table back a little bit so I can get a little bit closer to the iPad so that I can see who's trying to talk to me now. Hang on a second. I know you're not supposed to leave the screen, but there was just no way for me to show you all my goodies and have them like all sitting right here. So now I can see who's on and I can start to make comments back to you. But wasn't that fun? Did you guys enjoy taking a look at my plant haul? I tell you what, I was just so excited. I was actually too excited because you can tell by how much stuff I bought. So I think one of the things I'll try to do tonight is maybe get a couple things in pots that I already know what's going to go where, and then in the morning I'll work on some more. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tricia. I'm glad you did. This is a lot of fun. It's always fun to share my plants and to talk about stuff like that. So do you guys have any questions? And I'm really excited about these little things here that I plan to use in a fairy garden. I just can't wait to start putting that together. Hey, Penny at Penny's Place. Yeah, they are just nice. And like I said earlier, these are just plain old everyday plants. You can find things like this in almost anybody's garden. So they're nothing special by any means. What's special is how you put them together. Now, Tricia, you don't have a yard, you live in an apartment, but maybe you've got a pot. Maybe you've got a deck, a patio, like a little balcony, and you could put one container there. Or if nothing else, just hang a pot, like those red ones, those red verbenas that I got in that pot. Just put out one hanging basket. And oh, I love watching gardening too. One of the ones I love to watch is Laura at Garden Answer. If you like to watch gardening, Tricia, you've got to watch Garden Answer. Laura is amazing. She just, well, She grew up in a garden center. Her folks own a garden center, so she grew up as a little girl learning about plants and flowers and that kind of thing. And now as an adult, that's her business. So yeah, meaning that's her business that she works in, not that she doesn't own the garden center. I didn't mean that, but that kind of thing. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I wanted to share with you my garden haul. You know, I don't do well with plants inside, but once I put them in a pot outside, I can usually get them to grow. But I bring them in the house, then there's always a struggle. So let me just thank you guys again for joining me. I really do appreciate that. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. And let me just ask you too, which one of the goodies that I showed you did you like best? Tell me in the comment section. I would love to know your thoughts. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I'm a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, and a little bit about gardening, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you in the next video. Bye.